headed back home now. But a beautiful evening. One of the few when it wasn't thunderstorming since we came to Charleston.
Snoop, you happy? Are you a happy puppy?
He's got a smile on his face.
Look, yeah. Hey, earlier his lipstick was out, so I'm glad that's not on camera. Carol's mom, Connie, flew out from Kentucky for the first time on Moondance to see her, and we couldn't help to show her a good time with a cruise and good food. Only the best for Mom before heading out to the cemetery. So why a graveyard? Why not? Besides, Charleston is the home of a special graveyard. A story about Edgar Allan Poe and his love, Annabel Lee, begins here.
In 1827, Anna Ravenel was 14 years old, a little young for marriage, but because she was the daughter of a wealthy family, she was already dowered to a prosperous and aristocratic young man. But Anna, as young girls often are, was fickle and romantic. She fell in love with a young man, a soldier, stationed at Fort Moultrie, located just across the Charleston harbor. Edgar Perry was 18 when he met Anna Ravenel. Although he was several years older, he was instantly smitten. She was smart and cultured, and she had just enough giddiness to keep him smiling. When Anna's father realized she was seeing a soldier, he tried desperately to keep them separated. He tried locking Anna in the house. He tried sending thugs to dissuade Edgar from pursuing her, but the pair always found a way to be together, even if it meant having clandestine meetings in a local cemetery. In December 1828, Edgar was transferred away from Fort Moultrie. It's still suspected that Anna's father had pulled some strings. Well, regardless of the reason, Edgar was gone, and Anna's father began to relax. Then, Anna was stricken with fever, possibly dengue, possibly yellow fever, as it was sweeping down the southeastern coast during that time. Her sister was able to get word to Edgar that Anna was gravely ill. But before Edgar could get to her, Anna died. Poor Edgar was devastated, and came as soon as he could. He attempted to attend Anna's funeral, but Anna's father had anticipated his arrival, and Edgar was turned away. Anna's father was still determined to separate the two young lovers even in death. He purchased 6 plots at the Unitarian Church graveyard, the very cemetery where the lovers would secretly meet. He buried Anna in one grave, and had the remaining 5 dug to a depth of 3 feet. All of the plots were unmarked. He couldn't keep Edgar from visiting the cemetery, but he did ensure that Edgar would never determine which was Anna's grave. Edgar never did properly pay his final respects. If you go through the service records of all the soldiers stationed at Fort Moultrie, you'll find that young man named Edgar A. Perry was there from November 1827 to December 1828. You'll also find that Perry enlisted under a pseudonym. The real name of this love-struck soldier was Edgar Allan Poe. Records also show that while Poe was there, he befriended a conchologist named Edmund Ravenel, who kept a house on Sullivan's Island near Fort Moultrie. In fact, it's said that Ravenel, who was also one of the founders of the Medical University of South Carolina, was the inspiration for the character William LeGrand in Poe's story, The Gold Bug. Charlestonians insist that Poe's last complete poem, Annabel Lee, was written for Anna Ravenel. The Poe connection to Charleston is real. Whether the legend is real, well, you'll have to visit and decide for yourself.
Charleston, South Carolina to Southport, North Carolina. Leaving Charleston, South Carolina, we're making our way up Southport, North Carolina, and we'll have a choice to take the ICW or the ocean. The weather had the waves so rough in the Atlantic, so we took the ICW all the way. When we take the ICW, we try to make it on a weekday, but the weather and our schedule had us cruising on the weekend. The ICW is not always just a river. Sometimes we're crossing large inlets with a lot of weekend traffic like this. Some areas are across bays so vast you can't see shore, and the waves are large enough you would think you're in the ocean. We have a couple of stops along the way, an Anchorage, and then a marina, so we can sample some of the local cuisine before heading north again towards Southport. Pretty soon we'll be running out of ICW. After Norfolk, Virginia, it'll be all ocean cruising with some protected bays. Our training wheels will be off and we'll have to rely on good weather in the ocean, or we'll have to sit it out. And there's a hurricane chasing us. Hey honey, where we're at?
Georgetown, South Carolina.
Georgetown. Yeah, this cool little restaurant. What's the name of this restaurant?
SoCo Grill.
Toto's Grill?
No, SoCo.
SoCo
Grill.
Okay, I was just wondering because the umbrellas say Toto's.
It's Tito's.
Tito's, whatever. Anyway, we're having a great time here. Headed north. The heat is so unbearable. We keep heading north. I think it's getting hotter. El Nino. And Snoop, look, he's just dead. Did we check his pulse? As we make our way north on the ICW, our next stop is Southport, North Carolina. There's a restaurant in this area that's become a favorite of ours called the Rusty Hook. They have an appetizer that has us coming back every time we travel this way. It's called Castaways. They're simply blue crab claws in a sauce of butter, garlic, and a lot of chilies. Rusty Hooks, which is where?
Southport, North Carolina.
Southport, North Carolina. Well,
Area.
you would think that all we do is travel around and eat and drink at bars. That's pretty hard to deny.
It is hard.
In between marinas, we anchor. Marinas can be noisy, expensive, and sometimes people love to just stop and stare at your boat. We'll open a curtain and find somebody staring right back at us. So we love to anchor. And anchoring is a lot easier. We just drop the hook and set it, and then sit back and relax and watch the sunset. And it's free. Time to pull out the fishing poles and put your feet in the water. I guess I should tell Carol, this is Alligator River.
Squeak. Squeak, 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 squeak. Squeak. Poke, poke. Squeak, 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 squeak. Squeak, 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 squeak. Squeaky. Squeak, squeak, squeak. I think he likes
Where are we at now? I don't know. I'm asking you. It's beautiful where we're at. Look at this bridge here. Oh man.
We are in Beaufort, North Carolina.
Beaufort, not Buford, right?
Beaufort.
Buford.
Beaufort.
Anyway, Beaufort, North Carolina.
Right.
And we're on the 4th of July, so they're going to be shooting fireworks off at that bridge over there. When the fireworks started, we were pleasantly surprised by an unexpected special effect. A lightning storm in the distance added a special fireworks of its own. It seemed Mother Nature joined our 4th of July celebration and showed off a few aerial explosions of her own. We couldn't tell if the oohs, ahs, and applauses were for the fireworks or the lightning. We did it for both, and it's one of the 4th of Julys we will remember.
Spoon River Artworks, which, unlike the name, is actually a restaurant and a wine market and an art gallery. It's a beautiful place.
It is. When you look around, I mean, everything's artistically done. These are all like air filters in the ceiling. And it's a small, quaint little place. And the food is excellent. I'd show you the food, but we've already eaten it. It's gone. But I love this place. This is our second night here. And now we're talking about coming back a third night. To the same place. That's how much we like it. The owner comes over and greets us. Lets us know that she's glad we're here.
I definitely recommend, if you're going to be coming through Belhaven, North Carolina, this is easily accessible from any of the marinas here. It's a short walk from ours, less than a block. It's a beautiful place and I definitely recommend it.
The restaurant's located in the middle of the town, a town much like Mayberry. You kind of expect to see Barney Fife hanging out at the local hardware store. As we walk through the town, Moondance is just a short walk away, located in a very small marina with just a room enough for half a dozen boats. So we board Moondance and make way for our next destination.
This will be the first time we've ever gone through a lock. We're in Chesapeake, Virginia, just south of Norfolk. There's the lock there. And there's Snoop. Pay no attention, he needs privacy.
These are our first locks Moondance experience with us on board. And we just got tied off. Everybody puts their stickers. We gotta order stickers. Everybody's got these stickers on here. Every time you go through the locks. What boat do you think that is?
I would imagine it's the USS Wisconsin.
Wisconsin?
Yep. It's a display at Nauticus.
It looks like the civilians are up there, so we could probably take a tour.
Well, that was one of the things I
Oh, it's
wanted to
a
do.
museum?
Yeah, that's
All right.
Nauticus.
Oh, okay.
That
Well,
building over there,
yeah, look at them guns.
that's the Maritime Museum.
Ah,
USS Wisconsin.
all right. Well, we gotta make plans to see this.
Yep.
Oh, $20 a ticket to see this?
Yep.
That's the bow. I like big bows, and I cannot lie. That is gorgeous.
I like the way it curves in.
Yeah. It's dead center. It is like a knife cut through the water like that. Well, just happen to look out our window here at the marina, and saw this guy cruising by. Snoop, stay over here. Well, after seeing that warship cruise by our marina, couldn't help but to visit the USS Wisconsin, which was right next door. So we spent the day touring all the mini decks and the big guns of the USS Wisconsin. These guns shoot a 16-inch projectile explosive, and I don't know how long they are, but they're freaking long. The anchor chain on this monster is ginormous. Yes, it's technically ginormous. Look at the size it is compared to my hand. Each link. I'd probably have trouble lifting one link. There was so much to see on this boat. We visited the galley and the boats, various officers' quarters. And here's another ginormous antenna array for communications. The antenna puts out so much power that there's placards around warning of radiation. There's so much to see in this boat. We only spent a few hours. I imagine you can spend a few days and still not see everything. But when you're in Norfolk, Virginia, this is a must visit. For this visit, we didn't bring Snoopy. He's waiting for us back on the boat. I'm not too sure that they allow dogs, and I don't think he would have had a good time. There's not a patch of grass anywhere on this vessel. But after a full day of climbing through hatches and ladders and exploring, it was time to head back to Moondance. And now for a modest dinner on the boat. Korean barbecue, Japanese style.
We have hoisin sauce, bulgogi sauce, and Japanese barbecue sauce.
Yep. We're starting to warm up. The grill's got a little ways to go.
Amazing what you can do on your cockpit sometimes.
That's amazing. We're roughing it. Well, we found this old Japanese garden. We're cruising around today. And that's an actual restaurant. I think we're going to do that tonight. In the middle of this Japanese garden. Are you tired already? It was a long run.
We ran all the way here.
Yeah, we rode our bikes here. All right, dude, come on.
Yeah, you're really wanting that bath, aren't you?
All right, come on,
Come on.
let's go. Yeah, remember to bring our gimbal with us. Jeez. There's another. Oh, look, bunny. Little bunny took off. Oh, we're going to have a time here with Snoopy, Mr. Bunny Hunter. All right, let's go. Just a walk in the park, Snoop. It's just a little park that surrounds that restaurant, but it's cool. This is what we saw from the battleship. We had to come over and check it out. And the harbor's right here.
How often do you stand on a battleship and see a beautiful pagoda?
Yeah. Well, here you do. Yeah, that's the harbor out there where Moondance is. Really?
Well,
It's probably rabbit pee.
just grass.
And back around to the restaurant. It'll be open tonight. What'd you say, at 7? I think so. It's on the wall. Which way? Okay, thank you.
That's like in Louisville, they have the horses.
Uh-huh.
Mermaids
There's the
all over
harbor
here.
out there. Ah, here's directions. Uh-huh.
Oh, hold on.
Huh?
6:30.
What time?
6:30.
6:30. Okay. All right, excellent. We'll contemplate having dinner here.
This observation tower.
We took a short ferry ride across the bay on a dog-friendly ferry just to see the sights on the other side and see if the grass was any greener. I think we'd be tired by boats by now. Norfolk, Virginia is one of our favorite spots to stay in. We'll linger here for a week or more. They're well known for their Navy shipyards being refitted and the dog-friendly environment. We stay at the Waterside Marina and love it. We come back this way on our travels north and south every time. But it's time to say goodbye to Norfolk and head our way north. As we make our way to Baltimore, we make one stop along the way and see how far north we can go. Norfolk, Virginia marked the end of the ICW, the river that carried us protected because Moondance has no stabilizers. From Norfolk, we crossed the Chesapeake towards Baltimore, Maryland, with one stop at Sullivan's Island on the way. All the time watching the weather. But even in the Chesapeake, the waves can be rough. Well, our passage leaving Norfolk, Virginia, there's no more ICW. No more intercoastal. So now we are a coastal pilot. There's the coast. And we're piloting on the coast in about 2 feet of waves. You can judge for yourself. Might be 2.5 out there. Well, there are occasionally 3.
Definitely not as smooth as
No. Yeah, predict winds didn't see a 3-foot wave coming at us, so. But regardless, we don't have much of a choice except for waiting it out. But we can handle 3-foot waves. Usually when the bow dives in, shovels up a lot of water, that's like 3 foot. 3 foot, and we're doing about 7.5 knots, which is 8.5 miles an hour. That's not too bad. Everybody's holding up, right? No one's thrown up yet. Oh, okay. Snoop does his normal make it stop. Make it stop. Some of you may ask why we would put ourselves through some of these rough seas. And the answer is it builds our perseverance to handle what sometimes nature will throw at us. And it makes you appreciate the calm days ahead. And there are many calm days. But if we're caught in a storm, Carol and I and Snoopy, we know we can brave it out. And we know our limits because we're constantly challenging them. Calm seas, we're crossing on our way, Chesapeake, on our way to Baltimore. We got one stop between them. 42 feet of water, calm seas. Unlike yesterday. Yesterday was 4-foot waves tossing us around.
Yesterday was miserable.
But it was miserable. Tossed us around, made Snoopy throw up. Oh. like those days. We like these days. Calm waters. Oh, it's been flat out just so calm, go to sleep easily. Except I see a boat coming. So, where are we at now?
Solomon's Island, Maryland.
Solomon's Island, Maryland. Yeah, this is our view out of our little back porch here.
Yeah, we're only going to be here for one night, so the marina's about what we're going to see. Where's your dad?
What is it? What is it, Snoop? Wrong way, Snoop. Yeah.
It's that. It's that, Dad.
There's nothing that way. What is it? What is it? The star of the show.
Can I have your dinner, Dad?
Yes. Baltimore, Maryland. We made it.
Indeed.
And at our slip here, this is the view we have of these unusual, they look military, might be support vessels. But this is Baltimore Harbor. Bahaba.
Well, not bar.
It's not Bahaba.
But not bar.
I can't wait to get there so I can say Bahaba. Oh yeah. And there's a motor vessel, Red Rover.
Now that is a Maryland crab cake.
Yep, good.
Look at those big, big lumps.
Oh, Snoopy's dinner.
Amazing.
Look at him go, honey. What is he having, honey?
He's having a chicken rice bowl.
Chicken rice bowls on the dog menu. We never feed him at the table, but this is a dog-friendly restaurant.
Very, very.
Okay, we gotta try it. Chicken rice bowl. He's going to town. And after dinner, it's always great to come home, relax on Moondance, watch the fish go by, enjoy the solitude of the night, because you never know what tomorrow will bring. And as it so happens, there's a storm brewing. Although it's at 30, 40 mile an hour winds. This is a major storm coming in. Our Baltimore Harbor slip. Yes, the storm did come, and it passed. But the next day the sun came out, and we were out enjoying the streets of Baltimore once more. We wanted to take a break on our journey northward to Salem, Massachusetts, and give you a live update on Snoopy and how well he's doing.
It has been a month and a half since his surgery, and as you can see, he's doing well. He has healed completely and back to his old rambunctious self.
We want to thank everybody for your thoughts and prayers on his recovery, his surgery. We really believe that's helped, and Snoopy has pulled through with his tail, his legs, and his life. So thank you very much for that.
Now, this video, we show you a lot of heavy seas and how Moondance has taken the punishment. On our journey south, we stopped at Baltimore Trawler Fest and was introduced to a new type of stabilization system.
So we really thought a lot of this system. And after sea trials on someone else's boat, a 50-footer, we were impressed.
we decided to pull the trigger on it ourselves and get it installed. So we purchased it and installed it and did sea trials. So our next video will show that full installation, cost, performance. So I encourage you to watch it. I know all the Nordhavn dreamers and owners will be looking forward to that. So we'll give you as much details as we can on our next video.
Thank you for watching. And after the next stabilizer install video, we will post our northward adventure finally reaching Salem, Massachusetts. It is the furthest north we've ever been with Moondance.
Before turning southward to Key West, which is
Run!
where we're at today, but we'll get you caught up soon. Bye.
Well, it's a marvelous night for a moon dance, with the stars up above in your eyes. A fantabulous night to make romance, neath the cover of October skies. And all the leaves on the trees are falling to the sound of the breezes that blow. And I'm trying to please to the calling of your heartstrings that play soft and low.